Hello again, Monica. Let's go over the piece. It's all together. We talked about how you might have to look at different types of research. And, actually, as I'm rereading your thesis, it totally makes sense because COVID-19 is causing a baby bust, but there's one in process. So I'm going to put consider change in the future. Maybe COVID-19 is not causing, it's adding to a baby bust. And if you do other research that says, well, this was already happening because, and COVID added to that, that research would fall in line, perfect, and be beautiful. So think about this and end it, a little bit quicker. But this may be your magic way of bridging all of that information and actually making a powerful statement. Okay, so you're up to 10. I don't think you need this one. I'm not sure what it means. So, COVID-19 is an APA world spelled like so. You have it totally correct up here. So all good. So I'm going to highlight this because I changed it, but I think you know about it now. And democracy. So these are all fine. I think I asked you to add 3 or 4 a week, and you can just keep them individually or do this. We will have in module 4, I think, you're going to reshuffle them and make them look different with phrasing, truncation, and the like. So you found a government source. It's a .gov, and I'm thinking it should probably start out that way. This particular citation style is not APA. This is not the one I have listed in the homework. So let me find that one to give you that link. I use the APA style blog to link to the examples of things you should follow. Anytime you see a website that gives you an idea how it should be cited, that's not necessarily so. You have to work towards the style asked for by your professor or the publication you're using. In this case, in my course is APA 7th edition with an emphasis on the 7th edition because it is slightly new. So we're going to look at online media. These are, we'll be back here for social media. I've linked to all of these for the homework to make sure that you had someplace to go. Now, government documents is tricky because it could actually be anything. It could be a journal article, it could be a web page, or it could be something like a report at. And if so, what we're looking at for you will be Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The second position, as always, is the publication date. We'll come up with the title, and then you would use the larger departments that are affiliated with it. In this case, if it's CDC, it will be Health and Human Services, and then you'll end with a link, and it'll look a lot like this. And if it's a journal entry, it'll look a lot like some of the things you've been working on. So let's take a look at what this is. We're going to go to your link. You do not put these arrows on it. You want to make sure, there's also a period, you want to make sure a person can copy it and go right to it. Hey, look, there's the page. I was looking for a horticulture class for you. It's SUNY. Okay, so this is resource not available. So I'm going to put this on hold and figure out what this is. So, okay, I think it's this. I see where your CDC comes from. This is pretty close to the URL you have. It is with National Center for Health Statistics. If we look at the bottom, it has all sorts of rich data. It's a primary source in case you want to know that information. It's beautiful, and it's from this, and it's also a part of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. It was last reviewed on this date. I feel that that is a good update for it. I think that's what you actually used. So let's go back to yours and get it in order. So this is how it needs to be. So the first thing, it's on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention website. It was published, or at least updated and reviewed on 2021, March. Never abbreviate the date for APA 8. We don't need 08. 8 is good. In parentheses, period. We need the title. Provisional, and we're going to take this as is. This unless the title has quotations, you do not use them for APA. Nothing is capitalized except for the first word, a proper noun phrase or a proper noun itself. That includes acronyms. So maternal, infant outcomes, and all this information should not be capitalized. If there was a colon, the word after that would also be capitalized. This section ends with a period. Now the next section has to do with the different groups. So let's look at this. So we're going to put U.S. Department of Human Services and then the name of the other piece. You'll notice these have a comma between them. So let's go back here to you, and we follow with the larger agency. Oh, I forgot to paste without formatting. That needs a space. This needs a comma. I'm going to go up to your piece and take the information that you have. You have all the information. It's just kind of in a different order. So this is the one we need to get. And that is awesome. And here it goes. Okay, formatting, period. And let's check our model. I have to do this a lot. The next thing we need to come up with is actually simply only the URL. And if you are actually using this page, this is it. I hope I have the right one. And we do this. Now this does not end with a period ever. Did that not have an L? It did not have an L. So don't put a period, because what happens is you cannot copy and paste it like I tried to do and have it work. I had to kind of go through. So I'm going to highlight to let you know you had, and by the way, you should know this, having the right citation pieces is actually one of the huge things. I'm not sure what style this is. This could be MLA actually. And we're doing APA Style 7th Edition. This is probably the only class that will teach you APA 7th Edition at Big Bend Community College until you go away to some fabulous city or elsewhere. So let me take up that space. So this is how it should look. So if you could change that on your piece, that would be awesome. Now we're going to look at social media. Social media is horrifying, but let's look at you. March 8th, up to date. We have the last name, first initial. We have the username, period. Never will I have kids. This, by the way, we're going to have to deal with this if it's true, and I'll show you that. If this is truly misspelled, which could happen, there's a way in APA to deal with it. And I'm just going to put this here, and you can use it if it's true, or if not, fix it. You put in SIC, and what that does is let your reader or the person grading your paper, let them know, yes, this is misspelled, this is wrong, but this is what it was. So we have video, TikTok, and this looks good. This is what's missing on this baby. You're missing your hanging indent. So let's go here. Indentation options, 0.5. That maybe, sorry, it just sort of disappeared. Maybe that's what's wrong with it. It just wasn't the right size. 0.5, apply. And now it is correct. So this is one of the hardest ones, and you totally nailed it. Video, anyway, and it's good enough. It may be not something you use in a real paper, but it is a reflection of people's experience. Like social media research is actually big. You have different sorts of data management crunchers you can get for it, and the whole thing. So I just need you to change that page. I just want to have this back because I need to know you made these changes and that you fixed those items. I have that thing. You have the annotation. Your annotations maybe okay. I'm going to take out annotation because you won't need it in the final project. So just make your copy and pasting easier if that's how you're going to manage it. So yeah, just drop this back to me. Let me know you made the change on the government source so we don't have to do it again, because you do have the right stuff, which is good, but they're not in the right order. So I want to make sure you experience that. And that is everything. That's 10 minutes. It's great work. I'm sorry I didn't see that you had finished it. I hope this helps you move along, and I hope you understand the examples. And if not, please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. Have a great day.